This has been a while. Take two. My phone drive got full from all the other videos I made recently. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I'm going to. And it's going to be a bit of a tangent-filled fest to get to the point of this video. And I'm going to try to do something with this video, like insert another video to show you what I'm talking about. Lego has been my hobby for well over 50 years. Not my only hobby for well over 15 years, but it's been in my life for more than 50 years without a dark ages. You are bored with me saying that. So I handle my hobby my way. I've always been very comfortable handling it my way. Since I'm not bothering other people with my hobby, and those who are bothered with my hobby, that's their problem, not mine. I just love doing this hobby and making these videos now. So what had happened was, and this is for some of the tangents are going to come in. I went camping last week. And I also love camping. It's another one of my hobbies. I've been camping, my earliest memories. My parents loved camping. We would go camping. And then I was in Boy Scouts. We did lots of camping. And even my friends in my 20s, 30s, 40s. And still to this day, we will go camping. Not as much as we used to because of family and obligations and stuff. But we love going camping. And part of going camping, as I know for 50 plus years of camping, is you have to have a campfire. To make s'mores or just to sit around and talk until the wee hours of the late hours of the evening. It used to be wee hours of the morning when I was younger, but now these days, you get tired and we go to bed before 11. but anyway, so in order to make fires, I used to, again, back when I was younger, I used to go hiking into the woods or canoeing, where you got 1.5 kilometer portages. So whatever you're camping with, you have to carry in your back and a canoe. And I don't do that kind of camping anymore. Where you're way out in the wilderness, way up north somewhere in Algonquin Park, and 2 days from any person. That's my youth. Sometimes. Now it's like I have a pop-up trailer. As you can go back in my video feed and see that I have a pop-up trailer that's my wife Sandy and I have modified since the original to make it the way we wanted it to and redo all the wiring. So I'm passionate about my camping and the trailer, and so for me, I know how to camp my way. And part of the camping is making a campfire, obviously. And so when I make a campfire, I know I'm going to be making a campfire. And since we were gone for a week, camping for a week, Monday to Friday, get out before the weekend because that's when all the kids show up. But Monday to Friday, and I bring fire starter. I do. And this time, I brought 2 of my 3 10-4-97 boxes because it's fire starter as cardboard, it burns very nicely. so because this is my hobby my way, and I mentioned this before, it's not that I don't care about the boxes. The boxes could be nondescript cardboard boxes with no printing on it except for the set number. I'm still going to buy it. I was going to buy a 10-4-97 whether or not there was a beautiful glossy picture on it or just a cardboard box with 10-40-97 with a UPC on the side. I was going to buy them anyway, and I bought 3 of them. So it's not like the label company was hurting. They got 3, and I paid full freight for all of them because I don't even think about it. I want them. I'm going to pay full price for them, and but I don't buy them for the box. There are collectors out there who do buy them with the box as part of the consideration of their collecting. Absolutely, that's for you. That's 100% for you to collect your way. You want to keep the boxes? I support you in you wanting to keep the boxes. Me, I don't hardly have any boxes here. I have some old boxes from when I was a kid, and I keep them just for nostalgic purposes. The 10-4-97 came out less than a month ago. And I don't care. When I'm 80, am I going to care about the box? No. This one, I have it just because it's fun, and it's got like all the original pieces inside. I had this set when I was a kid. This is not the actual set that I had when I was a kid. This is I had number 10 when I was a kid, but of course we got rid of the boxes back then. We probably used them as fire starter. So, I didn't keep any boxes from my childhood at all. Not that I'm looking around. Not that I know of. And so when I get boxes now, because I have friends who look around for me and they go to thrift stores and they find me Lego set and box, I keep this box because why not? You know, it doesn't mean that much to me, but like I have 3 or 4 of these old classic sets that I had when I was a kid. And now somebody had found this in a thrift store and gave it to me. So fantastic. So I'll keep these in boxes for a while, but this is not what I collect. Right? So my friends, I don't find these boxes, but my friends do, and it's nice that they do, and it's nice that they give them to me. So I have them, but I had those sets when I was a kid, so it's nostalgic for me. So, but some people want to have some people want MISB, mint and sealed box. Some people want to collect Lego this way, like they collect stamps and hockey cards. They're in the vacuum sealed Ziplocs and stuff. That's the way they want to collect. All the power to you. That's not me. You can see me. I put everything into these bins over here and over there and whatever. And so I rarely, extremely rarely keep a box. I have a few over there from old sets. I have 2 sealed sets in the garage right now, if I remember correctly. I mean, I could be absolutely wrong in this. I could be forgetting, but I have 2 sealed sets in the garage. One is that 3-in-1 Creator Dragon that had the green cloth wings that we got on deep discount, that I had bought 2 of them as birthday presents for 2 of my nephews that they just lost interest in Lego. So I didn't bother giving to them, and I just threw it in the garage. One's in the garage. I actually took one because the box was beat up, and I took it and I sorted the pieces into the collection. The other one is a Bionicle set that, again, I got a deep discount. I just never got around to opening it. I have the ISD, the original ISD, in a very, very extremely beat up box because I use it for a footstool. That's why people get mad at me. So, it was given to me. I won't say when I got the ISD, I got off a friend, Jason. The box itself wasn't mint, but it was a lot better looking than it is now. So it's what it is. Because I said, I gotta put my feet up on it right there. So, people are going, wait, you're wrecking the box. I don't care about the box. I care about the brick. I'm an adult fan of Lego, AFOL, not AFOLB. Lego, adult fan of Lego boxes. The boxes mean next to nothing to me. The boxes is how the bricks get from wherever destination to this room. That's the sole purpose of the box for me, is to get the Lego to this room, to be disseminated into the rest of the collection, or for me to build and put up on the shelf. I do not have the box for this guy. Just got him, love the set. You know, I love the whole franchise. I don't need to keep the box. The box is irrelevant to me, but to some people, it's very important. And I support you in your import of the box. For you. For me, it's fire starter. So I'm gonna insert a video somewhere in here. I'm gonna try to anyway. I'm gonna use iMovie for the first time. And what I did was I took 2 of my 3 10-497s. Again, the Lego company made enough money off of me. So I took 2 of my 3 10-497 boxes camping for fire starter. And I thought, hey, since I started a fire, I'm gonna use my iPhone a little more than I usually do, and I'm gonna do like a slow-mo of the box on fire. What I didn't take into account was I posted that to TikTok, because I have a TikTok feed now. Go look me up. I have a TikTok feed now. And so I took a TikTok and I posted my little 7-second video or 9-second video. I don't know how long it is now. My slow-mo of the fire consuming the 10-497 box. And the majority, and I'm hoping most of them are kidding. I'm hoping all of them are kidding. Yes. They're going, no! Yeah, it's fire starter. And my thing is, I still have one. I still have my third box. Why am I keeping it? I don't know. That's right. But it is empty. There's no more Lego in it. There's 0 Lego pieces. Hello in there. It's empty. It's a box. It got the Lego into the house. So it's like, what? It's a nice picture. They put effort. I'm going to say this. Lego, for consistency, even till when I was a kid, even till when I was a little kid and getting these boxes, they put effort into their artwork, into the layout of the box, into whatever they got in the back, blah, blah, blah. Lego has consistently put effort into their boxes. Sure, but they are boxes. The boxes hold the Lego until you get the Lego into the box. For me, not for you, not for other people, but for me. And so what happens is that today I have this box, tomorrow I might not have this box, and I'm not gonna lose a wink of sleep over it because it's a box. And I will say this, somebody had mentioned in that TikTok feed that they keep the boxes and sell the boxes. Good on you. They get some more money for more Lego. Absolutely great idea. A fantastic idea. If you can sell boxes, my friend Jeff, I gave my friend Jeff 2 cardboard boxes full of boxes. I got on the Facebook Marketplace for $50. The guy was selling classic boxes that were his kids, and he said there's an off chance there's a few pieces in here. So I bought the 2 cardboard boxes, and they were full of town, castle, and classic space sets from the 80s to the mid 80s. And so all the classic sets that I loved when I was a kid, and I own all. It was $50. And I got a robot command center. The box had all the pieces to the robot command center in it. There's a few other boxes in there that had all the pieces. So 2 or 3 boxes out of the maybe dozens of, well, like more than dozens, probably 50, 60, the small boxes, the bigger, like all ranges of boxes, that had actual pieces in the box. And so I built those sets worth $50. Just those sets were worth, the boxes were nothing to me. I gave them to Jeff. Jeff took those boxes, and I don't know the full story, and he probably told me and I forgot, but I think he took them down to when he went down to Brick Fair, Alabama, and he went into one of those Lego stores down there of one of our friends, and the friend gave him a discount, or gave him a store voucher to buy lots of bricks in his store. So he exchanged boxes for bricks. Fantastic, Jeff. Good on you. I'm happy for you. I don't care. The box means nothing to me. And so the fact, because if I was going to Brick Fair, Alabama, maybe I would have brought the boxes down and I would have got the discount. But I didn't go to Brick Fair, and the boxes would have taken up room in this Lego room. And you know my Lego room is pretty tight as it is. So that's the other thing. Space for boxes is low, very, very, very low on the scale of what I want to do with this room. So there's enough in here without actually adding storage for boxes. So I'm glad I gave them to Jeff, and I'm glad that Jeff got bricks for them. I'm very happy for him because he's a good friend and he's done a lot for me over the years. And I don't feel put out at all that I gave him free boxes and he got bricks from the store. Good on him. I mean, good for him. I don't care. So for me, I am an adult fan of Lego, which is what this whole room is for. And so the boxes are relevant. And the boxes for me, last week camping, made a very cute little TikTok video of 10 seconds of me burning a box and taking a slow-mo video of it and posting it to my TikTok feed. And yet there are people out there, and I hope they're joking. There are people out there who seem to have taken offense to the fact that I burnt Lego boxes in a fire pit. It started to fire. We had s'mores afterwards. And we had a nice night of talking with friends around a campfire. So that box gave its life for a wonderful, yes, I could use other paperwork. We did burn other paperwork. So the good part about camping is that we save up all our I have a paper shredder, but sometimes I just forget it. We have our old bank statements, whatever that, we don't want to keep around. You burn them because nobody can ever use them. Somebody can ever hack into your stuff. So we will keep sensitive information, paperwork in a bin here, and when we go camping, we take it with us and we burn those papers. My dad taught me that. Not a lot. Most of our stuff's electronic now, so none of it, we hardly have any sensitive information on paper anymore. But if there is, and we didn't throw it to the paper shredder, well, let's take it camping. Like a couple of weeks before, oh, we're going camping, save that, bill, receipt, whatever. We'll just burn it when we get up to camping. And so I had a great time. I honestly had a great time, and I was happy. I was like, hey, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna put this in the fire pit. I'm gonna rip the back off. I'm gonna put it in between the kindling. I'm gonna start the fire, and I'm gonna put this on top when I'm done. And I'm gonna take a video. I was like, excited to do it. I'm gonna put it on TikTok. It's gonna be awesome. And then I get the responses. it's like you do your hobby your way, and if you think you destroyed the box. Yeah, it caught on fire. It's destroyed, but it gave its life for a wonderful campfire that we had that night. And if you have the ability and the wherewithal and the time and the energy and the space to keep your boxes and to sell your boxes or trade your boxes for more Lego, I am very happy for you. I'm 100% happy for you. I don't have the wherewithal. I don't have the space here. I don't have the, I won't say the ability because everybody has the ability. I don't have the effort needed to do that. If somebody came along and said, hey, Dave, I'll take your box for Lego. It's right here. First come, first serve. Who wants this box and wants to give me Lego for it? I'm not mailing this to you. I will not. This is the other thing. Mailing boxes. Are you kidding me? I can't even comprehend that. Let's mail an empty box to somebody because they want to be fully complete. All the power to you if that's what you want to do. I know for the 6990. Let's not even talk about that one. I had way back in the day, because I don't have instructions either, by the way. I don't keep instructions overall. I give them to Jeff to put on his brickling store. All the power to him. I don't want to run a brickling store. I don't want to put the effort into it. So he gets money from my instructions. Have at it, Jeff. Knock yourself out. I got other things. He loves running. That's his part. That's his passion part. Part of his passion for this hobby is to have a brickling store. I support him by giving him stuff to put on his brickling store. Hey, Jeff, put this. I don't need the money back. Whatever, $1, $5, whatever. But back in the day, this is even before I met Sandy. I had all my old classic space instructions. And then, I won't go into too many details because nobody wants to know and it might be a little gray area. I got two shoe boxes, well, 2 banker boxes full of instructions that somehow came into my possession. We'll just say it that. We'll leave it at that. So, and they're all the 80s and 90s sets, right up to Aquazone and from other ones. And so I had a whole bunch of instructions, but I have my originals from off because I did buy 95% of the classic space sets myself. And I got rid of the boxes. I told you that story. I had a pile of boxes in my closet when I lived with my parents, and even on my own, that at one point I was looking at it and they were taking up just a whole stack of space in my closet in the apartment I was living at. And Mom came over and she was, we're cleaning my house together. And what do you want to do with these boxes? And I'm going, this is before the internet, by the way. So I don't need the boxes. So we took them up to the Grimsby dump and put them recycling. Like 95% of the classic space. And that, I'm not talking like classic solid minifig torsos. I'm talking about from 1978 to the end of RoboForce. That's all those boxes. So the 6990, the 69, the Megacore magnetizer, all those boxes went to the dump, to the recycled, not into the landfill. But I did that because I don't care about the boxes, and I just didn't know what to do with them until then. And that they're sitting in the closet. Now I had compressed them. You take both ends out and you flatten it for the most part. But I also had all the inserts of the original boxes, the early classic space sets. You had those blue inserts, plastic inserts, and I still have a few of them here that I keep on getting in lots. I don't know what to do with them, but they have to go somewhere. They can't stay here. So, but anyway, but I kept the instructions for the longest time until the internet showed up, because I didn't have the instructions to rebuild the sats pre-internet. So I kept my instructions, kept them pretty good. I kept them in sleeves and stuff inside a binder. The internet shows up, eBay shows up, and I started putting the instructions on eBay, because again, Puron.com, go there for all those classic sets for the instructions and the pieces. Excuse me. So I would go to Puron, so I didn't need the instructions anymore, the physical instructions, because they're already on the internet, and I knew they always would be on the internet, and possibly free of charge like they have been. So and that's if I wanted to build them. So so I said, I'm going to put some of my instructions on the internet, on the eBays. And so I for about a couple, I would say good half a year, maybe almost a year, I was putting in 4 or 5 instructions for 2 weeks, because it would take 2 weeks to go through. I think, if I remember correctly, a week or two for bidding. And some of the instructions didn't sell at all. And one set of instructions, you'll be surprised to hear, it went for $140. One set of instructions to some guy in Germany. So somebody in Germany bought them for $140. It was a Megacore magnetizer. And I said, because there might be a language barrier, because when the bidding ended and the auction was done and this guy won, I sent him an email directly, because maybe it's ESL, I don't know. I said, you do know, because I put right big bold letters, instructions only, whatever the set number 6989 or whatever the Megacore magnetizer is. Instructions only, and I would say, because I did keep my instructions in the binder, but some of them were creased, some had like a corner missing. I would detail all the problems with the pages in the bid. You are bidding on a non-perfect instruction manual for the 6989 Megacore magnetizer, whatever the number it is. And he said, yeah, I know I'm building it. I have the box, I have the pieces, I don't have the instructions. I want to have a complete set. There are people out there like that. That's how they want to play with this hobby. And I support that. Absolutely. Here's your instructions. $140. Hey. Sure. But even if it was $20, I would have shipped it to them. Right? So, but I went for $140. The one I was very surprised with, and I mentioned this before, is I had at least 2 or 3 copies of the Yellow Castle instructions, the 1978 version, the Yellow Castle instructions, the 305 or whatever number it is, 355, I can't remember off the top of my head anymore. The original Yellow Castle. And I put those up a couple weeks after the Megacore magnetizer, and I expecting to get a huge, people are going to be buying this, they're going to get like lots, I'm going to retire. Didn't happen. Nobody, not one person. And I started at 99 cents, all of them. What I had figured out was, I would figure out the shipping price for shipping to Canada, and that's the way I started the auction. And usually it was 99 cents or whatever. I started 99 cents, and the shipping would be stupid cheap, because I'm just putting in a letter envelope and mailing it to you. The Yellow Castle didn't go at all. None of them. No matter how many times they relisted it, nobody ever bid on it. And I'm going, this is odd. and they were really good instructions. They were like non-beat up, non-wrinkled. At least one of them was, I would say, mint instructions. The other 2 were not nearly as good, but not bad. And they didn't sell at all. But I sold mostly classic space instructions. Most of those went. Some town would go from the 80s that I had. But most of my classic space instructions went. And whatever was left over, because again, I had the 2 big boxes that I won't tell you how I got them, of Lego instructions. When I was done, and then Jeffy started opening his Bricklink store, here, Jeff, here's 2 boxes, 2 banker boxes full of instructions. Knock yourself out. They're for you. I'm giving them to you to sell for you. I don't want to put the time and effort into it. I don't need any money back. No, he did split half of it with me at the beginning there, but I just got, I don't care. And it's not like I have lots of money, but he's putting the effort in. I'm not. I'm putting 0 effort. I just happen to come into instructions. Every time I buy lots now, I get instructions. I just give them to Jeff. I don't buy lots for the instructions. And so to keep them here is something then I have to manage. So he's doing me a favor by taking care of it himself. And so he doesn't have to give me money back for that, because he's doing it. And so anyway, this is a long about way of saying, other people can handle the hobby the way that they want to handle the hobby, how they want to take care of the boxes or the pieces or the instructions or however they want to do it. And I'm going to fully support them in their way of doing it. Let me please reciprocate to me that I'm handling the hobby my way. I am not doing any damage to, I'm not doing anything nefarious or anything that's causing whatever. I burnt a box, a fire starter at camping last week, and people are losing their crap. Going, oh my God, like really? Like out of all the things that I could have done, that I honestly have a tough time grasping this for myself. So I want everybody out there to understand that they can have, because most of the people who are following me right now are from Lego, my Lego fans, fellow Lego fans, that I support you 100%, as long as you're not negatively impacting on any person or the environment or whatever, people, pets, whatever. If you're just whatever you want to do with this hobby, knock yourself out. And if you think that I can help you in any way, give me a shout, drop me a line. I like, you know who, look at all the videos I have here. You can find out who I am and what maybe I can do for you and help you in whatever you want to do. I do say, even when I hang around groups right now with the Toro Lugs, but even before with RTL Toronto, that out of all my friends, I've been collecting, most of my friends had Dark Ages, so they did not have the pieces that I have. I was able to ascertain, able to get their hands on that I have had, because I was collecting in the 80s, and I was collecting in the 90s, and I was collecting in the early 2000s and the late 2000s and the 2010s. I've been collecting Lego my entire life. So I have an extensive amount of Lego, especially from 1965 to 1985. I have an extensive collection of that entire era, and I can almost guarantee, you ask me to build any set in that entire time frame, I can almost guarantee I can build it. There are a few pieces that I know I'm missing in this entire collection. One of them is the mid-70s conveyor belts that went into like the quarry and the other places. I have broken versions of that because I never got that set when I was a kid. Nobody in my family did. So the only time I've acquired those parts and pieces, because I got a lot of base plates, the 20 or 24 by 30 base plates over there, the old green base plates with the roads on them and the white pips on them to put the building on, for the fire station, the police station, the quarry pits, and all that stuff. I have a ton of those base plates, and I have a ton of all the other pieces. But the actual little conveyor belt, I was, even back then I knew it was fragile because some of my friends had it. And so I do not have a working one of those in this room, which is kind of sad. I keep on thinking I had a Bricklink one, but I do not have a working conveyor belt here. But again, like you want to talk about sets I had when I was a kid, like this guy, right? I got so many of these hinge pieces, so many of these winch pieces, like so many of these bucket pieces. Like you want if you are trying to complete a 1970s set and you're missing the unique pieces, whatever they may be, give me a shout. Honest to goodness, I have lots. But anyway, I've always been there for other people to handle their hobby the way they want to handle them. Please let me handle, as long as I'm not doing you harm. As long as, if you think that I'm doing something wrong or stupid or illegal or whatever it is, then you can admonish me. But me burning a box when I'm camping to start the fire, that's not, that to me is a bridge too far. It honestly is. And again, I'm hoping overall the responses on my TikTok are, hey, no, they're joking. But I got a few people. One says, I hope you step on Lego. You shouldn't have done that. Or he said, you can't do that. I hope you step on Lego stones. I'm going, really? I burnt the box and you are that adamantly against me burning a box that you're wishing injury on me. Wow, really? That's why I started this video. And that's why we're 29 minutes into it. I'm going to wrap this up. I've done my rant. I will keep on handling this hobby the way I want to. Trust me, I will. And if my burning a box makes you upset enough to wish harm on me, I honestly don't know what to tell you. You're following the wrong guy. You really are, because in the end, I have I have, again, there's Lego and there's Lego boxes. Instructions are somewhere in the middle. Instructions I will not burn. I will give them to Jeff because he can make money off of them. Boxes, I even thought about it. I even tried to price out how much it would cost to ship boxes across Canada. That's a lot of money, and it's a lot of effort. And it's no, I'm not. I'm not doing it. And so all these new boxes all these new sets that I got, the Winnie the Pooh set, the Sesame Street set, the space shuttle that I got over there, the Saturn V. You know what those boxes are? In recycling center, because the boxes don't matter. And if you look at the Saturn V box, it's probably one of the nicest boxes they ever came up with. It really is. I love the Saturn V. We grew up on that space thing. But I was going to wrap this up. So boxes mean next to nothing to me overall. And so I have zero problem using a box as fire starter on my wonderful camping trip. And if you or anybody else out there has a problem with me burning a box, a Lego box, I can't help you. And I really don't want to help you. So that's my rant. So sorry it took 31 minutes. I'm going to see if I can edit this now to put the fire burning in there. So don't be offended. I should have put the disclaimer at the beginning. Warning, there's going to be a Lego box being burned in this video. I don't know where I'm going to put it. So you guys all stay safe, take care, and I will talk to you soon.